Oh,
Hi, friends. Welcome to this week's class of your Final Fantasy VII semester. It is our 27th episode in this really long semester, and I think this may actually be the start of our final arc in this particular universe. Today, we're going to be starting our class on Dirge, which,
Mhm.
man, Chris, you are our teacher. I am your host and fellow student, Kelsey. And Chris, oh, man. I really hope that this will make me like Vincent a lot.
I think it will. Not to
You
mention,
think
we also
so?
got voice actors too,
Ah, that'll help. That'll
so
definitely help.
definitely helps with the emotions and shit like that. You'll get to see a lot more of Lucrezia. Get to see
Which,
your best friend Hojo,
ugh, God, I just don't want him to exist. He's just so awful.
but he does. He's
Oh,
here.
he's wretched.
It's your
He's
guy.
terrible.
I think from now on, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out. It's gonna cost a lot of money to get my cloud cosplay, and that's fine. I've come to terms with that. It's got to be pretty cheap to have a Hojo cosplay. And I'm just gonna have a Hojo cosplay whenever Kelsey's around. I'm just gonna fucking walk around like Hojo.
We will
Or
not be friends.
I can go as Hollander and then just do the whole.
We will not be
Just
friends.
run around with like a little pocket knife and just. I'm Hollander. Show no one else. Only I can stop the degradation. That was easily my favorite part. It's like, only I can stop the degradation. And then he fucking puts the cells on himself and then he starts to degrade. And it's like,
That was just so stupid. Like, bro.
You were not thinking, were you? No, you weren't.
You just really wanted to be the center of attention.
Mm-hmm. Poor Hollander.
I mean, that's not what I'm going to say. I'd say
Hollander.
idiot Hollander, dumbass Hollander.
I
We're not
mean,
going to call him poor Hollander. We're not going to express compassion.
Easily like the MVP of Crisis Core. I mean, he was basically the main character. I mean, Zack was easily second fiddle, easily.
Zack is beautiful and perfect.
I mean, fucking Genesis, I mean,
God,
shout
Genesis
out to my boy Genesis.
Is terrible. I hate Genesis.
He's recited so many different fucking poems for us that some of them are, as Sephiroth put, beaten into my head.
I was going to say, the gift of the goddess. That phrase will never leave my head. And if anybody ever casually mentions it at a party, I will probably violently roll my eyes.
The one that gets me the most, because he said it so many times in the beginning of the games, and I already saw, even if the morrow is barren, nothing shall forestall my return. That one is the one that I remember the fucking most.
I mean, it's a cool line. It just doesn't need to come from Genesis.
Well, it did. Every time.
I know.
And it will. Forever and always. Until they retcon it.
Yeah.
If they retcon it. My guess is that it's definitely going to happen. But, that's just my thoughts. We'll still have Zack. That will probably be the only thing they keep from that story, honestly.
They can't take Zack away. Zack is important and lovely and fun. Well, his character is so
technically
wonderful.
Considered one of the main characters. Because, you spend a good portion of the game technically playing as Zack through Cloud. But, it'd be hard for them to get rid of him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And everybody else might go. That is a possibility.
Oh. All right, so jump us into Dirge here.
So Dirge.
Let's see what's gonna happen.
For those of you who don't know, Dirge is a different playstyle game. There's no slots or anything like that. This is a shoot 'em up game, which was different than any of other Final Fantasy. Very interesting, and it was a one of its kind at the time. We got Dirge as a complete story about Vincent. This is supposed to take place directly after the game. So we get kind of see what happens there, and then we will get to learn a lot more about Vincent and Lucrezia and Hojo and all the experiments that happened and end up making Vincent into what he is now. We won't see too much of the original Final Fantasy VII cast. They do show up here and there every once in a while. I think the main person that we'll see the most is probably Kate Sith, but we do get a little bit of Yuffie as well. Once is what helped start the fan fiction of Yuffie and Vincent being together.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have that, but at some point, the entire team does show back up. So we will see everybody show back up, which is pretty awesome. This game does work on the same graphic runner as Crisis Core, so the cutscenes are beautiful. And we also have voice acting as well, which is also awesome. And I believe so, this will be the first time you actually hear Vincent, as in you.
Yeah, this will be the first time I actually hear Vincent's voice.
You've never heard Vincent's voice. You'll hear Yuffie's voice. I don't know how many of the actual cast actually talk in here, but for sure you'll hear them and Kate Sith. Yeah, you'll hear Kate Sith too. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm excited. Wait a minute. You told me before we ever watched Crisis Core that Sephiroth's voice was perfect. And the moment he spoke, it was just like, that's exactly what I pictured his voice sounding like.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Vincent's voice before I hear it?
I think it matches him very well.
It does?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so. Absolutely.
Good.
I don't think you'll be too suppressed. I think it fits his character very, very, very well. I think they did a really good job with all the original voice actors they got. I can't say anything about the new ones now because I haven't gotten enough in order to be able to judge that. I do love Tifa's voice actress though. She's really good. Her new one and her old one. Yeah. But whenever I watched the movie for the first time, I wasn't surprised by any of the voices. They all sound pretty much exactly how I thought the characters were. Red 13 would probably be the only one that I say threw me for a loop. And he only has one line in the entire movie. I think that was probably the only one where I was like, You know? It wasn't like I was disappointed, but I wasn't blown away either. I just kind of was like, okay.
It just, yeah, so it didn't, okay.
Yeah. He literally has one line in the entire movie. And, yeah. And all he says is, there are still children with a stigma. That's all he says. But the way he said, like, just the way he talks. Because you got to get that sense in the game that Red 13 is very young at heart. And I don't think he sounded like that.
Ah, okay.
He sounded more adultish and stuff like that. And I was kind of like, because I mean, I get it. His fucking civilization lives for a long fucking time. Or his fucking species lives for a long fucking time. But at the same time, it's like, they made it a point to call him a kid in the game. They're like, yeah, you might be 40, but Boogan Noggin was like, you're basically like 14. You know, like you need to go out, have fun, explore the world, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, he was treating him like he was 19.
And if you look at the movie was supposed to take place, I think, 2 years after the events of Midgard. So, after the end of the game, after Meteor Touchdown. So, I mean, in 2 years, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't dislike it. I didn't necessarily like it either. It was Everybody else seems spot on. Yuffie for sure was spot on. Sid easily. Fucking spot. Barrett easily. Like, I mean, everybody was pretty much fucking just right on for me. I had no problem with anybody. Red 13 is the only one where I was like, really? Okay. So, but I'm interested that if that rumor is true about that new guy that's going to be voicing Red 13, that should be pretty fucking good. So, we'll see.
Who is it?
It's that guy that we were talking about during the podcast when it was me, you, and Dylan, that dude that, like, he hosts the Critical
Oh, yeah,
Role.
yeah.
Yeah, dude's like a big gamer and shit like that, so. Which seems very interesting, because it seems like that's a lot of the people they got to come voice these characters are, like, well-known gaming community people. So, good on them. Good on them. But anyways, enough of my blabber 9. Let's go ahead and jump into it, right?
Dirge!
So that's Meteor.
Interesting. So this takes place immediately at the end?
Pretty much, yeah.
Come on, hurry up and try not to drop it.
It's supposed to basically show you why Yuffie and Vincent weren't at the final scene of the game.
Ah.
Let's get out of here. Just remember to keep on guard until you're clear of the red zone.
It's a meteor that size. There is no non-red zone.
We're all done here. How about you?
God, Yuffie's pretty. Isn't she like 11?
Finished. But Yuffie, I want you to check the Mako cannon.
I told you.
But
Told
we
you.
already...
You wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my gosh!
What the...
That was the only possible voice he could have had.
Right.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
This is crazy. There's no way anybody could be up there. No!
Yuffie, Rendezvous with Cloud and the others.
Obviously, that's
like
not
I still
true.
have some work to do.
Hey, whoa!
He's gonna go be all self-sacrificial.
No, he's gonna go make sure fucking that goddamn Hojo's
Get
dead.
out of there!
That's what he had to check. That was the last person that was on the
Ah,
cannon. He's
that's
making sure
what
that
it was.
motherfucker died. Yeah, 'cause he's not
Yeah,
fucking
no,
around with
I am all Team Vincent. Vincent, go kill that guy. If you need to, feel free to rip his entrails through his butt.
that. Fair enough.
I'm really not a fan of Hojo. Probably shouldn't have said that. Sorry about that, everybody. I apologize. Kill him. That didn't seem like what his gun does.
That lightning striking fucking thing.
That was a very convenient spotlight that was just like, look where he isn't. The heck is she flying?
Fucking hover.
No, 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 no. No. I do not like this.
Tetsuya Nomura! Yes! That's our guy. He's has the thing for everything.
They just implied that Hojo is still alive.
They did.
I am not okay with this. I am angry. Alright, this is cool.
Yeah, I see a bunch of shit that means absolutely nothing to you right now.
Yes. And then cuts of the last 3 minutes interspersed, just in case I forgot any of that. He was interesting. Well done, Gact. It was a cool theme song.
Right?
And so the Hound weaves the final chapter in this tale of life.
Yes. Yes, it does.
That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. Unless we're talking about Red 13.
The fucking man, the myth, the legend. There are still children who disagree. His one verse, or his one line, get it.
So, we meet again. Lucrezia.
Bro?
I'm so sorry.
Damn, those are some eyelashes.
I am the one who should apologize.
Three weeks ago, our crew left for Midgar. However, the group's whereabouts still remain unknown. What really happened down there?
Tonight, for the first time, we bring you the final transmission received before all contact was lost.
For the past 3 years, this door has remained sealed. However, that seal is about to be broken. There are no records of this place located deep beneath the Shinra building, another of the company's secrets revealed recently. According to investigative reports, there is evidence that thousands of people were once transported here. If rumors of the Shinra company conducting human experiments are true, then this may be where those nefarious deeds were carried out. To bring you this exclusive footage, Channel 7 News has teamed up with volunteer organization... Oh, wait, I think I see something.
Wait a second. Which Shinra building?
That's in the
Okay.
He's in calm right now.
It looks like the whole town's here.
Well, at least according to his cell phone.
Yeah.
It looks like calm. So.
I'm gonna say it's an adorable little German town.
I mean, these dancers though, like, let's go. Can we zoom back down, please?
You are a leg man.
I am a leg man.
Now, who would do that to a perfectly nice dance? Those assholes.
They just have to bring their own fireworks this morning.
Well, their fireworks suck. Oh, those don't look friendly. I don't think those dance. That would be a really good time to GTFO. That, I think, is a war crime. That definitely is a war crime. Oh, now you pissed him off. And he can do some amazing in-air acrobatics, so you're gonna regret that.
He's a badass. And look at that, just shredding through that fucking helicopter with this guy.
I mean,
fucking beast.
It is cool.
She's got a little muggle.
Move it!
Oh god, why are they just loading with people? You gonna do something, or are you just gonna watch?
Well, this is where it makes you start playing again.
What was that?
This is where it makes you start playing again.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
The Cyclops are after you. Blood type A. Well, I'm glad we know that.
Right?
Found you.
As I say, she's driving them from somewhere. Yep, there we go.
She's in that driver's seat.
Oh, there we go.
Now where am I supposed to meet Reeve?
Oh yeah, Reeve was.
Vincent Valentine.
Ooh, shit.
We found you.
Is this the one?
Yes.
She had a very serious disease there for a second.
Yep. It's called red eye.
No, that's a little bit more Eye of Saurony. Hi, dude. He looks like he's fun
The
at parties.
protomateria. Tell us where it is.
Ah.
Hail. Vice.
What?
Once again, you gotta remember, a lot of the stories we're probably gonna get right now.
Challenge Challenge accepted.
Okay, so if it doesn't make any sense, it's not a problem.
Correct.
This way.
What? All right.
I'm pretty sure this entire story is just gonna go by that.
This man's cod piece is
Luck is on your
aggressively large.
It's what?
His cod piece. He also has extra ones on his hips, which is strange.
I'm sorry.
See? It's ridiculous.
I am Azul.
Of course you
We'll
are.
meet again.
There are only two interesting features about you. The color and how freaking massive your arms are.
What happened?
And shoulder muscles is a really bad name. Azul's at least
Vincent
cool.
Valentine.
There
Are
he
you all
is.
right?
Our man Reeve.
Reeve. Nice to see you again. Not a very interesting outfit, though.
It took me a while to decide which costume I'd put on for today.
I don't
But
get
enough
it.
of the small talk. Who are those soldiers that just left?
I don't know. The large one called himself Azul.
Azul, the Cerulean?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Of the Sviets? Then that could only mean... Commissioner!
Yes, because I know it all.
We'll discuss this later.
Pass.
WRO troops have arrived and commenced rescue operations.
Well,
could use your
Sviets was the
help.
first thing that wasn't related to blue, so...
Reeve. I don't know what you're up to, but I want absolutely no part of it.
But... you fought alongside us 3 years ago! We need your help once more!
I remember this scene.
Reeve.
That was a close one. I never was good at fighting. Luckily, I came out wearing Reeve. You're really not a bad bloke, are you, Vincent? Ah, you pretend not to care, but you always come through in the end.
All right. What do you
I
want
like
me to
Reeves'
do?
head. That's hysterically funny.
Let's run those lads out of town. I'll leave the method up to you. When you've tidied things up, meet me at the square in front of the East Church.
You know what? I actually do kind of like Kate's voice.
Right?
I think that's where I landed on that one.
So,
Given that he's a little bit of a... He's a little bit trickstery, so it works.
Mr. Vincent Valentine. I'm an officer with the World Regenesis Organization. Speak with me if you require any assistance. The WRO was originally established 3 years ago after
Yep.
Meteor Fall. Genova war hero Reeve Tuesti at its helm. Our organization is dedicated to aiding the healing process of the planet, as well as protecting it from any who attempt further harm.
I'll believe that when I see
Proceed
it.
to the East Church just past these buildings. Hurry, we will assist you in securing the area.
Hurry! Wait for me! Come on!
George!
Over there!
Okay.
Boomity boom, bangity bang. Shooty shoot.
Thank you, Mr. Valentine.
Appreciate the backup.
I'm glad you're on our side, sir.
I'm glad they all felt the need to say something. I don't know who's driving this thing, but they really need to learn when to give up. Like, now's a good time to go home.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh my god, of course. He, I think, instinctually knows the appropriate place to dramatically pose. Neat. Are those her bare legs? Damn. I'm gonna assume that one's actual Reeve. Because it's hiding from bullets. Please fight my battle while I dramatically pose. Calm is a really wealthy area.
Right?
Like, cobblestones like that are not easy to lay. Like, they clearly put in a lot of time
Good
and effort
work,
to make it
Vincent.
pretty.
The enemy is retreating. It seems they have finally begun their withdrawal from Calm.
Good.
However, we still require your assistance. Reports our edge is under attack.
Edge doesn't make any sense to you yet.
Yeah, I was wondering if I had just forgotten something,
But
so
Edge
thanks for
is a
clarifying.
city that they made after Meteor, and it stands for Edge because something Midgar, but it's still part of Midgar.
Ah.
Hey, toss me another clip.
What the hell was that? This is not cool. So one of them has noticed that people are just disappearing. Okay.
Where did everyone
Maybe not
go?
the tightest unit. I'm glad we got a full
Who the hell are
view
you?
and then hovered on her boobs for a second before we moved up.
Rosso di Crimson.
Oh god.
Yes.
The mighty WRO. They wouldn't last a day in deep ground.
What the hell is deep ground? Why are you obsessed with colors?
Reeve. Who were those men?
Deep ground soldiers.
Deep ground.
Yes. The shadow of the Shinra Company, constructed by the former president, and completely hidden from the rest of the world.
Constructed.
His goal was to create an army of superhuman warriors, not once letting morality interfere. The man you met earlier, Azul, is also a member of Deep Ground, but he belongs to an elite unit known as the Sviets. The whole organization was kept a secret. That's why there's so little information on it. However, it's nothing like I expected.
Not even a person in your position was informed.
No. Other than the President himself, the only people who knew of Deep Ground's existence were most likely Heidegger, Scarlet, and the head of biochemical research, Hojo. After the President's death, the transfer of power to his son was carried out so quickly I doubt Rufus was ever briefed on the project. As for me, I was told the information was on a need-to-know basis, and as an official in charge of urban development, I guess I wasn't on their list. All the intel we currently have on Deep Ground was only discovered recently when we came across some of Scarlet's old files. Vincent, have you heard of the mass disappearance that occurred recently in Junon?
I remember the report saying that 20 or 30 people suddenly vanished.
That's what the report would like you to believe. It was determined internally that if the truth was leaked, they wouldn't be able to contain the inevitable panic. The actual number of people that went missing that day was 1,200.
Yay!
1,200 people simply vanished without a single trace. The WRO conducted a private investigation, but we came up empty-handed. Except for the rumors. Since the Junon
Vincent, those are some real
disappearance, people in
stupid
Edge have
shoes.
been on edge. They say that night after night you can hear screams coming from the direction of
That
Midtown.
pun was unnecessary.
Could it be the wind? Let me ask you, does the wind sound like 1,000 wailing souls?
Every now and then, yes. But if it didn't before they disappeared and it does now, that's a problem.
Listen. Can you hear them? The cries.
Okay, Vincent does not need any more melodrama. Like, don't help him.
At last. The time has come to cleanse this world.
Is he taking this with his phone on the ground while he's on the toilet? Like, what you doing, bro?
While the tainted will be hunted down and exterminated.
Right? It was a weird angle.
Strangled and slaughtered. Eaten, stabbed and crushed. Garroted and impaled. Shot and executed without mercy.
This man needs counseling.
The time has come to cleanse this world.
Where could that signal have... What was that? Guardhounds!
I'll take care of your pet problem. Just keep driving.
Vincent! Use this!
Neat. Yes, turrets. Gatling gun away. Alright, you're missing them a lot.
Vincent!
Oh, is he gonna transform into one of his forms? No, okay. Cars need a reason to go up. They don't just suddenly launch up.
You all right?
There wasn't.
I'll be fine, but that's more than I can say for the engine.
Aha.
Vincent, if possible, I want you to continue on to Edge. That transmission we just saw troubles me. Once I have repaired the shadow box, I'll need to return to headquarters. A WRO squad has already been dispatched to Edge. Join them and help liberate the city.
I guess I have no choice.
He should not be left out here alone. If more of those little doggies show up, he's screwed. All of this urgency, and Vincent's like, I'm going to walk slowly and dramatically in the rain.
So that's your first little bit of dirge.
Uh-huh.
Hojo might
Vincent.
be back.
Ugh, God, I hate him. I hate him so much.
Your favorite person.
Hate. Genuine hate. Deep hate.
Hojo in the dojo. With some gojo. Oh, shit.
All of this is beneath you.
Oh, shit.
I like how your strategies just say, "aw, shit," until I laugh.
Pretty much. Look, alright. I'm not at the top of my game right now. I've been sick for like fucking 2.5 weeks, so get it.
I was gonna say, this is Jello-fueled nonsense. All right.
This is Chris on his last fucking legs right now, is what this is.
That is true.
If I stop being on content, guys, it's because I died. I'm just throwing it out there. It's because I physically fucking died.
He hasn't eaten in 2 weeks beyond Jello. Give Chris a break.
That just makes me sound very unhealthy. That's all that does. You make it sound like I didn't have to eat Jello for 2 straight weeks. I ate Jello today, and that was it.
Jello for 2 straight weeks sounds like a form of torture.
I agree.
Oh, God, that sounds disgusting. I don't like Jello that much. So, Vincent is a little bit extra.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to think of him, because I can handle people that are a little bit extra.
Okay.
And I'm trying really hard to not hate him due to the melodrama.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. A little bit extra. I agree with that. I can get on board with that one. I still think he's a cool character person himself, but I can get on board with a little bit extra.
What I have right now of knowing, like, what I know about him, he is a cool character. I want to know him more because I believe that will help. But he takes every opportunity to dramatically pose. People are being killed and he's dramatically posing. And it's like, bud, this is not the biggest priority right now.
Yeah.
But the story they're setting up is interesting. I'm really curious about what's going on, why it's happening the way that it's happening. I'm pumped to figure out more.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll have to do that on the next episode then. Woo-woo.
Indeed. So, friends, that's going to wrap it up for this particular class. If you enjoyed this content, please feel free to like and subscribe and maybe share this video with anybody that you know that may be interested in the Final Fantasy VII universe but may not know Dirge. We're going to go through the whole arc. We're going to go through all the cutscenes and we're going to talk about them and watch them, and it's going to be great. So feel free to share that video around. Make sure that when the remake comes out, you and your friends know everything that they need to know. But please feel free to come and interact with us in the comments if you have any thoughts. If you think Vincent is a melodramatic bitch, please feel free to throw that down there. I will like and agree with you. I will be in charge of that one. Our Twitter or our Twitch links are below as well if you'd like to contact us a little bit more directly. But all in all, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you for coming to class, and we will see you in next week's class. Bye, friends.